Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Dry. I actually paid for this one on Amazon Prime because DirecTV had it at $7.99. Amazon Prime right now has it at $6.99. So I got $1 off. Woohoo! Let's go get some ice cream. But the reason I'm kind of excited is, it's about a guy who returns to his hometown that is stricken by drought. Opens up some old stuff that's going on and an unsolved maybe mystery of a girl's death. I don't know. Don't know anything about it. Eric Bana is in it. Eric Bana I always reference as, I was going to say he played the Hulk after Lou Ferrigno, but before Edward Norton. But that's not true, because he didn't really play the Hulk. He played Dr. Banner, and they CGI'd the Hulk, just like they did with Edward Norton. And Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk, and the other guy, I can't remember his name, I apologize, actually played Dr. Banner. I know, mind-blowing now when you just think about it, but I've always said, oh, Eric Bana, he played that unsuccessful Hulk. No, he didn't. He never was the Hulk. He was CGI'd in it. Anyway, Jennifer Connelly was in that one, as opposed to Liv Tyler, who was in with, we could debate that too. Which one? I'm excluding Mark Ruffalo. Everybody loves him as the Hulk and Banner. But I liked their one scene with Eric Norton when he's walking alone. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. Not the right movie. This is The Dry. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's 7.0 on IMDb, and over 8,600 people have rated it so far. So my expectations are up here. That's why I'm kind of into it. So let me start it off, see what it's about, get a better idea, and then let you know. Let you know if it's worth the $6.99. Let you know if it's worth the $7.99 on DirecTV, or if you should wait until it comes out on Redbox, or if you should wait and it comes out on HBO Max. I don't know. We're not there yet. Let's find out. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Dry. We're at the 1 hour, 3 minute, and 4 second mark. 1, 3, 4, alright. There's 54 minutes left in this movie, so just over the halfway point, but I got a better idea of really what it's about. So Eric Bana is some sort of federal agent. This is all in Australia. I don't know if that just came out with an accent. It sounded like it did, but anyway. His friend from younger, when they were in high school, I'll say, was in a murder-suicide. That's right in the beginning, so no spoiler alert, but you get a better idea. And so they had a funeral. He comes back for the funeral, and what happens is, some skeletons in his closet start to come out. When they were younger, him and Luke, the guy who was just in the murder-suicide, were friends with 2 other girls. One ends up dead. Now, we don't know what happened yet. It's a lot of flashbacks. As he's there in this small town in Australia, or wherever he is, he keeps flashing back to what had happened back there. Because in today, other people, somebody in particular, which I believe might be like the girl's brother or something like that, I don't know, believes he was involved back then. So there's flashback, there's people who don't like him coming back into town. But he is also now trying to investigate his friend's murder-suicide, Luke. Just to see what happened, why it all happened, kind of thing. So that's really what it's about. He's investigating it while other people are blaming him for something he did in his past, and we're seeing flashbacks of all that. So it is interesting. You can see it's kind of self-developing as it goes forward, which is kind of interesting. It's not like a linear kind of story. But I like it. I'm surprised it's at a 7 right now. But I think it's probably, like I said, there's over half the film left. So it's probably going to get a little bit better. So we'll see where it goes from here. That's it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I want to tell you at this point. That's it. I said I'm enough. So let me get back into it, see what happens, and give you my final lowdown. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Dry, and I can see why it's rated so high. It is really good. I think I'm hypercritical about it because of the high scores. I think there's some other pieces they could have done a little bit better. I think more breadcrumbs is what I would say. I felt that, it was interesting on how it all plays out. As you know what the plot line is. We're not sure what happened with the murder-suicide. We're not sure what happened 20 years ago with the girl. And that's why you're watching the movie, to figure it all out. And they're leading you down different paths, which is cool. And I like it, but I thought maybe a couple of extra breadcrumbs for both of the scenarios to play out would have been a little bit better. I always like, and this is just me, I like when they have the ending and you don't expect what the ending's going to be, but once they tell you it, it's like, now I remember. You know what I mean? Okay. That for me, I think they're the ultimate ones. It shows, really in-depth thinking on the writers, or whoever's doing it. Maybe it is the producer, the director, somebody, somebody involved in the film, who's able to, still shock you at the end, but have it play out throughout the entire movie. That it's like, oh, how did they do that to me? See, in this case, we got it at the end, and there's just not, enough there for me to go, oh. And I'm like, oh, okay, and maybe that takes it up to a whole nother level. That's what I wanted to see from this, and still very good movie, worth the $6.99. So it wouldn't be worth the $7.99. How about that? Saved $1 just because of the lack of breadcrumbs. It's a new one for me. So, but in the end, I liked it. It was long, an hour and 54 minutes, maybe almost 2 hours, but didn't feel it. Wasn't on my phone. It didn't get dry like the name of the movie. Yeah, that's what I got. That's it. I think it's definitely worth it to pay for. In this case, you don't have to wait for it to come out. I mean, on Redbox, maybe it'll go down a little bit. Maybe you can watch it in standard definition. I don't even think they offer that anymore. But I like Eric Bana. I thought he does a great job in it. Really, nobody else I recognize in it. But it left me wanting a little bit more, to be honest with you. I liked all the characters. The cop. The cop I've seen in many different things. I can't place his name. Maybe I could look it up, but I know I can't. But you'll know him. You'll seen him in other things. But it did. It made me want more of this show. And it's not like it was a cliffhanger or anything like that. Just, I don't know, wanted a little bit more here and there, that you could learn a little bit more about Eric Bana's life outside of coming back to town, because all you see is when he comes back to town, So I think that's something to say for the movie, if you want more, even after they give you the ending. But worth it. So there you go. I don't want to go into greater detail because I don't want to spoil it for you, because it is all about what happens, and I'm not going to lead you down any path. Just let you know it's worth watching. Maybe you'll see other breadcrumbs that I didn't. Pay attention and see if you can find some more, and see if you agree with me or see if you disagree with me. Maybe you don't even like those kinds of movies. Maybe you're okay with the way it ends. But I'm okay with the way it ends. Just, you got it. I'm not repeating myself. Thanks for tuning in. Drop comments. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't. And continue to tune in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.